Good morning, everybody. It's Ramblin' Deano's Coffee and a Song. Welcome aboard. Good to have you here. I hope you all had a great weekend. I had a pretty great one myself. Got a few things done around the house and actually had a really good time doing a private house concert, quote unquote, over Zoom. And it was really a fun experience, and I really want to try and do more of these. As I used to pitch my my house concerts to people when I was doing them live in their homes, it kind of works the same way for these Zoom house concerts. If you have 10 friends who want to pay $20 a piece to see me do a show, I'll gladly do that for any group of 10. Hell, if you have if you have 5 friends that want to pay more than that, or 20 friends who want to pay $10, or is just the amount is $200 basically, and then I put up a tip jar. But yeah, I really had a good time. I see X-Ray is with me here, and actually Ray, I wanted to mention that when we did that house concert the other night, I'm so bad with names and faces and stuff, and I saw you and your wife on the couch, and it was like, oh, those are the those are the people I was hanging out with on the boat. Okay, now I've connected the cartoon image of you with the real image of you. So it was good to see you in person again and actually make that mental connection. You're seeing my actual green screen today and not an image in my continuing saga of technical woes. We've got kind of a gray, overcast day today, and for some reason I could not get any image to work on this green screen without it turning into, as John Ecker likes to say, looking like Scotty can't quite beam me up. So I just thought, you know what? People can live without some sort of crazy backdrop for one day. So I'm continuing my commitment to writing a new song for each show Monday through Friday. I think I've come up with a pretty good one today. But I wanted to tell you the sort of convoluted, creative path that this song is the result of. So for whatever reason, and I'm going to kind of go all around the houses here, but that's what I think is kind of the interesting thing about the creative process and how it works sometimes. For whatever reason, I've been watching a lot of documentaries about World War I recently. It's a part of history that I wasn't terribly well versed in, and so last night I was watching a documentary where they found like a handful. I'm not sure what year this was made. It had to be a little while back, but they found a handful of actual veterans and civilians that gave firsthand accounts of things that happened in World War I. And at one point, one of the gentlemen just told a really sad, touching story about how he had befriended a fellow soldier, and as they were told to go over the top, which was climbing out of the trenches and trying to break through the trenches on the other side, his friend was shot, and there was no way that he could stop and even say goodbye to him or comfort him in any way, because he was just required to keep moving forward. So initially I'm thinking, like, boy, this guy's story touched me so much, I'd like to write a song about that story based on that story. And so his friend's name was Joe, and I started writing this song that was tentatively titled Goodbye to Joe, and it was this sort of really touching, earnest sort of song written in kind of a Bruce Springsteen, Nebraska kind of way. And I got partway through it, and I'm just kind of like, this just isn't me. Let me try approaching this from a different angle. And so I caught on the phrase over the top, and so I started writing this song using that as the basis for what I was doing. And all of a sudden, it just morphed into something completely different. Earlier in the day, Joe and I were sitting at our kitchen table, and on her laptop, she was listening to, I don't know if you've seen this kind of lunatic, angry, Trump-supporting pastor who went on this rant about how he was required to wear a mask at Dunkin' Donuts, and a pastor threatened the Dunkin' Donuts employee that he was going to kick him in the teeth, and just like, this guy, by his own admission, drinks 20 large cups of coffee with 7 creams and 5 sugars a day, and boy, he seemed like he did. After about 5 minutes, I had Joe just, I said, please make it stop. I can't listen to this guy anymore. So I never actually watched the video, but anyway, the song just kind of morphed into being about this guy kind of losing his shit, and so then I ended up going through the chorus a few times, and the line was I'm going over the top, thinking like, this guy's behavior is over the top. But then I started thinking like, well, my bandmate John wrote a song that he performed with the old 97s called Over the Cliff, and I'm going over the top sounds a little bit too much like I'm going over the cliff. So I changed it to blowing my top, which is a kind of phrase that you don't hear all that often anymore, and I like it, and so that's the writing process of this song. What started out as what was supposed to be a touching song about a man losing his friend in World War I ends up a little bit of a. It's not. This song isn't really lighthearted, but it's got a bit of a lighthearted feel to it. Song about a pastor, losing his shit in a donut shop. So, creativity, songwriting, it works in mysterious ways. The way it gets to kind of handed to us by whatever mysterious force allows us to create these things. All right, so now I will play "Blowing My Top" for you. Let's see here. I think I'm blowing my top, and it's my own damn fault. Now I've been sold a bill of goods. Now I'm out here in the woods. I think I'm blowing my top, and I'm trying to dodge the shots. All the poison aimed at me comes from my own worst enemy. I don't take to being told what I don't want to hear, and I won't deny that I take pride in turning a deaf ear. But lately I've been faced with truths that I can't reconcile. So me and reality are gonna split up for a while. I think I'm blowing my top, and it's my own damn fault. I was sold a bill of goods. Now I'm out here in the woods. I think I'm blowing my top, and and I'm trying to dodge the shots. All the poison aimed at me comes from my own worst enemy. Well, it's getting hard to recognize the man in the bathroom mirror. I'm screaming at the donut shop, but no one seems to hear. Yeah, my head is turning inside out in ways nobody knows. Looks like me and reality are gonna come to blows. I think I'm blowing my top, and it's my own damn fault. I was sold a bill of goods. Now I'm out here in the woods. I think I'm blowing my top, and I'm trying to dodge the shots. All the poison aimed at me comes from my own worst enemy. Blowing my top, another new one. That's, let's see, 13 new songs in the last, I'm going on week number 4 of doing this new song a day, Monday through Thursday on my show, reserving Friday for George Jones, of course. So yeah, the other weird thing that strikes me about this is like this heartfelt Bruce Springsteen, Nebraska thing turned into this George Jones, Waylon Jennings song that sounds more like a shit kicker song. So thanks y'all for joining me today, and most of the days I see most of you here. So that continues to be a great joy in my life. So I appreciate that. As always, stay safe, stay sane, stay home if you can, stay healthy, and I love you all, and I will see you soon. Tomorrow morning, same bat time, same bat channel. Bye-bye.